Hey people, it feels very awkward doing this. I haven't done this in a long time. It's very strange. I haven't been around for a while, as you may or may not have noticed. Part of the reason being that, and I don't know why I feel a need to make an excuse for myself, but we had a death in the family several weeks ago. My Auntie Gwen, my great Auntie Gwen, passed away at the age of 87. And I kind of hate when I tell someone that we had a death in the family, very often they'll ask, well, how old was the person? As if that makes a difference in whether you're going to miss them and whether that life is worth mourning or not. It really irritates me. And if I say, well, she's 87, they'll go, oh, like no big deal. But if I said someone was 37, then they'd be really bummed out. And I kind of understand that, but I don't. I feel like not as much respect is given to the family when an older person dies. But at the same time, I think in a way sometimes when an older person dies, at least the way I see it, although I'm going to miss the person, it certainly feels more natural. And sometimes it's almost a bit of a celebration in a way, in a funny way, because like with my Auntie Gwen, she had been independent. She was a very, very bright lady. She wasn't daughtery or senile at all. She was a very bright lady who drove herself everywhere. As a matter of fact, she was the person that would always say to anybody that was going to be traveling, she just lived a few blocks from the Tulsa International Airport, and so she would say, well, come to my house and park your car there. I'll drive you to the airport and I'll come pick you up. And she would. I mean, up until her 80s, she was still doing that. She was kind of the family taxi cab service to and from the airport. She'd put you up, she'd feed you, she'd get really offended if you wouldn't eat a ham salad sandwich at her house. So she was still active with her sorority sisters, go play bunco with them, and she was just a really, really neat lady. But about a year ago, she started having some serious health problems and ended up in a nursing home and unable to live on her own anymore. And that was very sad. It was a horrible thing to see because she had been so independently minded and physically independent. And then she got just progressively worse, really over a very short period of time, until she was in fetal position and not eating or drinking on her own anymore, and not able to read or really communicate or watch TV or anything. She had no quality of life. So because of that, and that was hard for everyone to see happening to her, but because she did decline so much, when she actually died, it was sort of a, oh, thank goodness she's not having to live like that anymore. And it was like she was released and free from that. And most of us believe in an afterlife. So we don't feel like she's ceasing to exist. She's just better now. But I mean, it was sad. It was sad. We went to Tulsa for several days for the viewing and the funeral and, you know, the after stuff. And we have a really cool family. So it's always nice to be around the family. And I got to see some people and hang out with some people that I don't really see very often, maybe just every few years at a little family reunion. My Aunt Pat and my Aunt Ann were there, and I love them. They're awesome chicks, and so I got to hang out with them. And actually, they both came back to Arkansas. Ann couldn't stay very long because she had something she needed to get back to in California, but Pat stayed for a week, and she's just awesome. My Aunt Pat makes soap. That's like one of her things. She makes home remedies, and she makes soap. And she brought me a little bar of some sort of wonderful oatmeal and honey soap and a heart-shaped bar of chocolate soap, which doesn't really have much of a scent, but it looks yummy, and I always want to, you know, take a nibble. I'll dig those up and show them someday, but they're wonderful, if I don't use them first. But I want her to make more of the chocolate soap because I want to give them as gifts. My sister works at some place that sells, here's one sitting here. I always have some sitting around. Sells gift pouches. This is organza. But they also have, darn, I don't have it here with me. I'm going to go get it. Here we go. They now have these new ones that are fishnet. This is a little lavender one that she sent me some Easter goodies in. But they have these wonderful little fishnet drawstring gift pouches. And I want to get some small ones, maybe in black or red. Probably red. Red would be better. Some little red ones, or even pink ones. And put some of those bars of heart-shaped chocolate soap in them and give them to my girlfriends as gifts. And maybe some of my boyfriends, too, if you're lucky. So, and she's just a lot of fun. And she's an animal lover and one of my grandpa's cats. And he doesn't want to have anything to do with cats. He doesn't like cats. He's a dog person all the way. She had an injury, and my Aunt Pat luckily was there to care for her and clean it and everything, and kind of saved little Martha's life, I think. Martha being the cat that we think rescued Mambo and Mister. She was found standing guard over the box that they were discovered in and fighting off the large dog when he tried to get near, when she tried to get near. So Martha's important to some of us. And I don't know, what else is going on? I don't know if I should talk about it or not. I don't want to get in any trouble. I'm on Stickcam, for those of you that don't know. As a matter of fact, I'm on there a lot, and it's one of the reasons I don't do YouTube as much. Regrettably, I seem to only be able to be obsessed with one thing at a time, and that's why I drop out of things. I'll be all involved in, you know, a Stickcam room, or all involved in YouTube, or involved with LiveJournal, and then all of a sudden I just kind of drop out of it because I get very obsessive compulsive and very focused in on one thing, and my mind may be all over the place, but I seem to only be able to do one thing like that at a time. It wasn't being good for me up here, I think, and it probably wasn't being good for me physically either. I wasn't getting up and going places and doing anything else, so I have had to back off from that a little bit and try to wean myself some, but it's still incredibly fun. And I've started something new over there. I don't know if I should mention it or not. I'm TushyGalore on Stickcam. Go to my profile and look in my comments, and there's a comment left by something called Sleaze Cinema. That's my little project. Click on it and go check it out. And if you'd like to join us, I would love that. As many people as I can get in there, you know, the better. We've only done it once, but I'm going to be doing it again this Friday night. And I may start doing a Saturday matinee. I'm still not sure if I want to commit to that or not, because I do like to get out occasionally on a weekend. But I may occasionally do Saturday matinees. Go check it out. If you like cult films, sleaze cinema, grindhouse, exploitation films of any kind, 50s and 60s sci-fi and horror, if you like any of that stuff, you need to come check it out and join us, okay? You will need a Stickcam account. It's free, real quick to sign up for. It's just like signing up for MySpace or YouTube. It's a quick sign up. So you will need to get an account, and if you are over 17 years of age, you need to friend me. Friend Sleaze Cinema. Because there will be some nights that are friends only. That's all I'm going to say about that. So yeah, join me on that. Let's see. This is not a necklace. This is a camera. I went out to the backyard earlier. It's a moist, cool day. I love moist and cool. Moist, cool day with a little drizzle in the air. And one of my screens was falling off the window, so I went out. And Fidget, I think, made it worse. He was pushing on it. He's a big cat, and he has this big, huge, flat head. And he's been pushing on it so that he could exit and enter whenever he saw fit. That's not go over well with Mama. Mama says when kitties can come and go. So I fixed it, plus I don't want him bringing me presents, if you know what I mean. So I went outside to fix it and saw that my mom's big oxalis had these beautiful little water droplets all over it and little purple flowers. It's like a clover type plant. And then I saw something else in the back of the yard, and I went to check that out, and I found mushrooms, and I found flowers. I took pictures. If I can find my USB cable, I'm going to upload them. I'll put them at the end of this video. It's not a big whoop. It's just what I've been doing today. Okay, I'm going to cut this short and go ahead, and again, if I can find my cable. Oh, no. Hey, I forgot. I finally got... Where is it? I finally got my FireWire card installed, cable hooked up. My video capture is much better now. There are no dropped frames. It looks beautiful. I'm so excited. Poor Jamie. I know Jamie's probably upset because I haven't been making videos. He gave me this fantabulous external hard drive so that I can make videos again. I'm gonna hurt myself, and I have not been making videos. So yeah. Oh, and by the way, Tube Granny, if you watch Tube Granny, if you don't, you're a fool. You need to. If you've seen Tube Granny, you've seen the latest lollipop video. I just want to say, this is a testament to how much I love the man behind Tube Granny. He writes to me and he says, I need a 30 to 40 second video of you eating a lollipop or candy of any kind. Hurry up, get it done by such and such time. And, you know, I didn't even question it. Anybody else would have said, what do you need that for? Why are you giving me a timeline for this? What are you doing with it? But no, I just was like, okay, gotta get it done, and ran and put on makeup and yeah, just like that. Didn't even ask what it was for. That shows how much I love that man. And trust him, I suppose, as well. So if you haven't seen the lollipop video, you need to go see it. We're a bunch of sexy bitches. But you already knew that. Yeah, so okay, that's it. Bye guys.